Well, the royal family has gathered at Sandringham in Norfolk outside London for their annual Christmas celebration with some noticeable missing names from the guest list. News Corp correspondent and Sky News contributor Sophie Elsworth is live on the ground and joins me now. Sophie, Merry Christmas to you. We know Andrew, the former Prince Andrew, is obviously out this year from the guest list, as is Meghan and Harry. But who else is going to be there tomorrow?
Yeah, great to be with you, Caroline. Look, I'm just outside Sandringham Estate, and I can tell you it is freezing here. It's about 3 degrees, but the preparations are well underway. The royal family festivities are set to begin today, where they have a Christmas lunch. They go for a walk in the afternoon before they have afternoon tea, and they're also opening presents. Now, the notable absentees obviously will be Andrew Mountbatten-Windsor, Caroline, as you mentioned. Also, his daughters, Beatrice and Eugenie, are not expected to be there. But we will have all the key royals there, the King and Queen, Prince William and Princess Catherine, and Prince Edward, Princess Anne, and so forth. So it will be a really important gathering for the family. But obviously, Caroline, they cannot shake the scandal surrounding Andrew Mountbatten-Windsor. He's on the front pages of every single newspaper today as more of those Epstein emails drop, and the royal family cannot seem to shake the scandal that surrounds him.
Oh, look, it might be an awkward Christmas lunch. Like most of us, there's always some member of the family. Usually it's a drunk uncle or someone who says something uncomfortable. And I understand that there's also reports today that he's voluntarily surrendered his gun license. So that won't be helping the Christmas lunch conversation either around the royal table. Now, in lighter news, the King is going to release his Christmas message tomorrow. What are we expecting to hear? What sort of themes are we expecting to hear in that?
So we don't have a lot of detail on it, but it always is a very optimistic message, usually from the royal family. We know that he's filmed this inside Westminster Abbey, so outside of royal residences. Again, he's decided to do this. There was talk earlier in the week, Caroline, that he may actually have to amend the Christmas message, which is filmed weeks earlier, given the tragedies that unfolded in the Bondi Beach massacre. So whether that's referenced or not remains to be seen. But there's always a feel of optimism. He's always incredibly positive. It's been a good year for him in terms of his health. We know that he's scaling back his health treatment. So I expect it'll be a very positive and uplifting message, but there'll also be warnings there because it obviously has been an incredibly tough year for many people, particularly notably in Australia, obviously with that horrendous Bondi Beach massacre, the continuing wars around around the world. So there'll be some key messages to come tomorrow, no doubt.
Yeah, and there's also that foiled terror plot in Manchester. The two men were convicted over that today too. So there's some heavy things that are happening both there in UK and here. But it would be nice to hear the King talk and talk about what happened here and offer his support to everyone in Australia. You spoke about his health. That's obviously been a lot in the spotlight this year. Do we know how the King's doing?
Well, obviously, Caroline, just in recent weeks, he came out and said that he will be scaling back his health treatment in the new year, which is very good news. There was concern around his health for some time, given that he wasn't doing as many engagements as perhaps people may have expected. However, in saying that, Caroline, we know that he's a workhorse and it is hard to get him to rest. So there's a lot of positivity around his health. It's good news that he's scaling back his cancer treatment. And also, not to diminish the fact that Princess Catherine has also had her own cancer battle. So they've been had a lot of sadness in terms of the health tragedies that have been in the family. But let's hope, Caroline, 2026 is a good one for the King and Princess Catherine in terms of their health. There's no doubt it has been a very tough 12 months for the royal family, particularly with Princess or former Prince Andrew, who, Caroline, this morning is all over the radio, all over the newspapers. It just keeps coming out more and more scandals relating to him.
They just cannot escape all the controversy around him, can they? In lighter news, what are the royals going to do to actually celebrate Christmas? Are there any interesting traditions that they tend to stick to, and anything you've heard of that's new this year?
Well, Caroline, there is one key point with the royal family, and that is when you are due for lunch or you're due for any engagements, you are not to be late. They're very firm on this. They will be expected to have Christmas turkey. They'll be sitting around playing games, board games, there'll be television. Pretty much what a lot of us will be doing on Christmas Day. They'll be doing very similar. But tomorrow they'll obviously have the walkabout when they have their church service, which I'll be attending outside with the media at Sandringham Estate tomorrow. So that's obviously the big royal event. And that's when they do the walkabout with the public. And that's when we will not see Andrew Mountbatten-Windsor. We will be hoping that the royal family come out in force, show unity, because it has been a very tough 12 months.
And I mean, look, there's always a lot of focus, obviously, on that walk about the church visit. You mentioned Catherine before; she's had a tough year too. How is she currently doing? We've seen her in public a little bit more over recent months. What are we expecting to see with her and Prince William tomorrow?
Well, that's right, Caroline. We have seen quite a bit of Princess Catherine throughout the year, probably not as much as the public would have liked. She is one of undoubtedly the most favourite royals here in Britain and around the world. But her health is improving as well. And we know that Prince William and Princess Catherine are really stepping up to the plate and really coming out in force, because Prince William knows that eventually he will be the king. So he is got his training wheels on. And we've also seen a lot of Prince George as well in recent months doing various things at royal engagements. So we're seeing the succession plan in force here. But, everyone will be watching very closely what happens tomorrow, but not forgetting we will not be seeing Prince Harry and Meghan Markle tomorrow, because they remain very much on the outer with Uncle Andrew as well.
Yeah, a few conspicuous absences there. Sophie Elsworth, thanks for bringing us the latest. And again, happy Christmas to you.